Christian, thank you for joining me at the Junction 23 truck stop and for answering questions that have been set by Commercial Motors readers in this Grilled in the Caf interview. Okay, first up, last year Scania launched the 770 V8, taking the crown as Europe's most powerful truck. How long will Volvo allow Scania to win this competition, or are there more important things to worry about?
I think the planet needs another competition. I think sustainability, these were the good old days, and we enjoyed them as well, but I think they come to an end. And it's not good for the vector declaration, it's not good for the fuel consumption in general, to go for the rat race for higher and faster and more powerful. I think we need to use wisely how the power is being put onto wheels. So now Volvo, if it's not having any functionality other than being the biggest, we will not do that anymore. So we are going to more develop in being first in alternative drivelines, in whether it is on the gas engines, whether it is upon the fuel cell vehicles that we are developing, and the battery electric vehicles that we already launched as a complete range. So no, and I'm not saying anything wrong of any competitor, but we will not do that race anymore.
Has Volvo completely shelved the idea of cameras replacing mirrors?
No, this is not at all shelved. We have had several test trucks, and I was talking it through with Martin driving here. Am I old school? I don't know, but a cam mirror is of course something that you really need to get used to. And when we drove it at night, it was really, at least for a non-trained driver like I am myself, it was not really, let's say, the most comforting thing. But we did not shelve it, because if it will have a contribution onto fuel economy, and being part of, let's say, daring have also an upside on the vector, nothing stands in the way. That technology is available, so it is something that could be taken from the shelf and put onto our trucks. But I think first time when you drive that, and specifically at night, I'm keen to know other people's experience, but it's something that really is getting used to. Probably like every modern technology. So no,
okay.
We are not shelving it forever. We will come when it has relevance for the CO2.
What's the greatest truck ever built? And I'm afraid you can't choose a Volvo.
Yeah, that makes the choice already difficult, eh? But giving a bit of spontaneity of the moment, I once was at the Heritage Centrum of Renault trucks, a bit south of Lyon.
Yes, I've been there.
And then you have that phenomenal, beautiful monster, which is called the Bellier T100.
Yeah, I know.
In desert colors, and it's making its beautiful in its massiveness. It impressed me. I have pictures of it on my phone because it's really marked my memory with being there. So the Bellier T100.
Good choice.
Thank you.
Do you think it's important for someone in your job to have an HGV license?
It's not critically important. You can run companies without having that. You don't need to lit a fire to be a firefighter. You don't need to be sick to be a doctor. But it helps. To have the enhanced understanding. I told you I'm the son of a lorry truck mechanic. It doesn't it's not compulsory to do my job. I have a truck driver's license. The license doesn't make me a good driver. So it's not really a necessity. But what it brought as an advantage was, for example, when I pulled up here this morning behind the wheel, all of a sudden, those Romanian truck drivers, you can have a chat with them.
Yeah.
And by the fact that, they saw that you are able to sit behind the wheel, you earn their respect. And I love to be respected by people who are doing such an extremely difficult profession. It's not a necessity, but it's nice to have.
Volvo spends a fortune making its trucks as slippery and aerodynamic as possible. How do you feel when you see them covered in spotlights, Bullbars, bibendum and other non-aerodynamic extras?
What can you say? That's it's part of I think it's part of old school trucking. It will fade out. It's something a relic of the past. I hope I don't hurt any feelings. Please, if that makes your journey nicer, then let it be. But it shouldn't be there. Seen that also in South Africa, a lot of Bullbars. People are fighting and comparing or squeezing out every penny, which they should. Nothing wrong with that. But then the fortune is spent upon things that bring down the fuel consumption, aerodynamics, and the efficiency of the vehicle, and it's costing thousands of pounds. On top of that, it's a bit of a weird world. Part of the old machoism that was part of our industry, but it's going to fade out. But yeah, we spent a lot in making that truck optimized, and then it's gone in a minute. Too bad. It's part of our world.
Brilliant. No, that was a great interview. Thank you very much.
Well, thanks for the invitation. I truly enjoy being here.